Good afternoon, everyone. And
Afternoon.
I would just like to say that it's been an absolute privilege and a pleasure for me to be here in Kenya.
Begin a conversation a bit later on Benni McCarthy, the head coach and the manager. But first, we would like to introduce you to Benni McCarthy, the player.
I grew up in Cape Town, very beautiful city, but I didn't know anything else outside Cape Town. And also because the situation in South Africa was not very pleasant. It was just right after the apartheid. So things were a bit difficult. And yeah, if you become a footballer and you are half talented and you make it, and then you can make a good success story for yourself, and you can give your family a great life, a good future. And that's why I became a footballer. Second, and we out.
International disappointment, but a permanent move to
Football player. I was individually, I achieved a lot of things.
Following 3 successful seasons and a UEFA Champions League winners' medal, McCarthy headed to the English Premier League.
England was a very tough, Blackburn, the great club. I had fantastic time at Blackburn. And I learned a lot and enjoyed the Premier League in my country.
After finishing his playing career in South Africa with Orlando Pirates, McCarthy is taking his first steps towards management.
I love football. I think I can't not be involved in football. So for me, it was a good opportunity, Like I feel like I have to give back, I have to teach young players how to become better, how to be good, and yeah, maybe become like how Mourinho became when he was at Porto. Young, sensational manager, and then go on to become very special.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Arocho. All dignitaries here, all protocols observed. Karibuni sana to this particular session and event. On behalf of the Federation, I want to welcome you all and feel at home. So, Carol, to answer your question, I think it's critical that we have a supply of talent from the grassroots and at the youth level, especially to the national teams. But what happens to that talent when they get to the senior team? And I think it is critical. It is important that we create the right foundation for this, for our youth. But how that talent is nurtured and developed and managed over time is what has been the missing link in my view. So today presents a very special opportunity, not only for the Football Federation, but for the country at large. This is an opportunity for us to be able now to go back to the drawing board, to start afresh, and have a strategy over the next 5 to 15 years on where we want to see our country. So it's exciting in so many ways. We have an African coach, which is critical. I know many people have been asking, don't we have enough local coaches? And the question will come up, not to preempt it, but it's been the question I've been getting over the last couple of weeks and months. That can't we develop our own coaches? Yes, we can. We do have good coaches, but you've seen the level at which McCarthy has played. You've seen his credentials with Manchester United, with Amazulu, with Cape Town, and so on. So we have a good coach on our hands, and I think this is what the country needs. This is what we need as a foundation for our football. And the young people of this country, I know, are quite excited to have McCarthy on board.
We will get into the coaching. We'll get into
Started sponsoring roots soccer at the roots level. We went up all the way, and we've maintained being the motivational partner of FKF, which we said will not drop. We'll continue supporting, the team best we can. The reason for that is we know once we remove the financial burden to a larger extent, we're able to leave the president and his deputy to concentrate on the tactical part of the team. So in working together, we alleviate the stress of thinking where the finance is coming from the best we can. And the president is able to get quality coaches, as we can see today, which is evident. and which is a very big bragging point, I think, for the federation and as well the country at large.
Mr. Mariga, Abariako, Vice President, FKF. Now, Mariga and Benni McCarthy have a lot in common. They've won the UEFA Champions League, but you've also won the UEFA Champions League under the same coach, Jose Mourinho. So when your boss was looking for Benni, did you call Mourinho and say, "Hey, niko na namba ya Mourinho, uko na namba ya Benni"? Is that how it happened?
No. Actually, after coach, we had a number of coaches, and we decided who is the best to fit in Harambee Stars, and we end up looking for someone who has experience in Europe, someone who has African, he knows African football. So if we join together, he'll take our great country forward.
Actually, my question for you, Mariga, is how important is it to have the highest of skills to be successful as a coach? Because Kenya we are booming with talent. We're booming. Yeah. We've only had, I think, how many Kenyans have played in Premier League?
Hey? One.
Your brother?
Yes.
Why not? And it's not like we lack the talent. We have the talent. So in your experience, what do we need to do to develop players to that level so that they can also win the Champions League?
First of all, we have a lot of in France, top league. I played in Italy, I played in Spain. We have a lot of talent, but it's just to tap into the. But now I'm the vice president, so we can cut that off. The second thing, McCarthy played in Africa Cup. He was top scorer. I haven't participated in Africa Cup. He played in World Cup. Kenya never played in World Cup. And now, the rest of the thing, he won Champions League. I won Champions League. He won Club World Cup. I won Club World Cup. So I think we're in a good track. I think he's the one to get more players to go and play out there so that we can participate in World Cup and Africa Cup.
I feel like coming to give you a high five.
Well, I think, Caro, we've covered so extensively the administrative part and, of course, and I'd like to move into the technical part. Francis Kimans, you're one of the coaches that is, if I may use the word, celebrated in the sense that the highest position that we've had as a country as far as soccer is concerned was under your tenure. What does this mean, bringing in a new coach with the European touch and some African flair?
Thank you very much, Arocho, and I'm very, very happy today. At least I'm seated here because I've been in this journey, the football journey. So first of all, I must thank everyone today and myself also for being here. And it's a very special moment for me. And just to answer your question, I think football is a very evolving sport. And for me, seated and sharing the platform today and discussing about the future of our game in a journey that I've been very much and deeply involved, I'm very happy because it's very evolving. That means the cultural exchange is very important sometimes. In a house, and you stay in a house, sometimes you need somebody who is also coming from outside and see, because football is the same, just like our DP mentioned here about the achievements in Europe and the achievements in Africa, and for the football players, for instance. But that means the what, which is the objective about what we play, is clearly the same. But it is the how that maybe sometimes I'm happy that at least we have also some different eyes with different experience for the same game. So we're expecting to see and share a lot, and also for the benefit of the local trainers who are, I'm pretty sure we are very much behind, the whole idea and the progress of what we want. So it is about the how we have been doing it, and the how again, Benni want to help us to do it. So we are very, very motivated, very encouraged, and we also want to wish him, a lot of luck, in the journey.
To Benni McCarthy, the coach.
I've had an amazing response from the players, the positivity within the group. I just see the difference in the mentality already, the way we approach the training session, the way we up the tempo to play a little bit quicker, and everyone wants to impress. So that's always good. I've enjoyed my first couple of days with the team. I can't wait. Sunday can't come any quicker because the longer it takes, the more nervous I get. So I just want to get this one over and done with. My thoughts on about the game and the 3 points. I think it's very possible, you know. So far, we've got quality players. And I think just the right direction, if they push into the right direction, positivity, the brand of football that I want to play, and the joy that I want to bring to their faces. When you step onto a football field, people shouldn't be angry or nervous or sad. Football is a game of joy, so I want to bring that back to the players, you know. They must play with smiles on their faces, and I think Sunday is the perfect opportunity for that to happen. And I'm looking forward just to see what the getting 3 points, moving up the table.
I think he's done a good job, you know. You know, obviously it's can be tough. Relationship with me is very good. We speak a lot, and we're always analysing the games as well and showing me ways to improve, and you know, small things that can help me get more chances, more goals, and maybe create space for other players as well. So yeah, we're doing a lot of work. So yeah, we're doing a lot of work.
An endorsement from Marcus Rashford, of course, during Benni McCarthy's last stint as a coach. That was at Manchester United up until mid last year. But it was at Amazulu, Arocho, where I think he really impressed. But right now, guys, it is time for us to meet the man who's going to give us a fresh start for Harambee Stars. Arocho, I can confidently say that because of this new head coach, I am a pirate when it comes to South African football. Sorry about that. So I would like us to please stand up so that we can welcome and give him a good Kenyan welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce and unveil to you the new national team head coach for Harambee Stars, Benni McCarthy! All right. Benni, if you can join me here on stage, FKF President Hussein Mohammed, if you can join me here as well. Now, the contract has already been signed, but we need the proof. We need the proof that the contract has been signed. And those of you who have questions, by the way, get them ready. Arocho will be going around with his roving mic. The contracts are here. Thank you to these lovely ladies. Hussein, this is yours. Benni, this is yours. If you can hold up the contract and show everybody that it has been signed. Don't zoom in and screenshot. Wait, don't zoom in and screenshot. I know your manners. So the contract, very much, you will exchange them. So everybody has a copy. All right, congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you, Hussein. Thank you, ladies. Benni, you can now take your seat. Over here. Whoa! All right, I am excited. I hope you're excited. I'm going to kick off this Q&A session. Arocho, as I said, is going around with a roving mic. If you have any questions for Benni, Those of you who are here on the stage, you're also allowed to ask questions, and you can ask them questions as well. Benny, first of all, how are you doing?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
I would just like to say that it's been an absolute privilege and a pleasure for me to be here in Kenya and to be surrounded with all great people in here because, yeah, I'm delighted and I really can't wait to start our new journey, making Kenya, again, one of the powerhouses in African football.
You've heard that.